Hi all, welcome to the 13th edition of Professor Visa and Education Services News Update. My name is Nish, I'm the Director of Professor Visa and Education Services and also Registered Migration Agent in Australia. Today I'm going to talk about tourist visa. Now I get a lot of clients these days talking about tourist visa, mainly when they want to invite their parents or their family members from their country to come and visit them. Therefore, I'm only going to focus on tourist stream. So tourist stream is for the people traveling to Australia for a holiday or recreational use, or to visit mainly to visit their friends and family, and not for the purpose of the business or medical treatment. Okay, so be clear on that one. So this is purely for the visitor visa. A visitor visa is purely designed for someone who wants to come and holiday in Australia with their family and friends and family. So that tourist stream is for that. Now for that you can lodge it online, and I'm actually focusing on just one country today, Nepal. So if you're inviting your parents or family members from overseas, you can lodge a visa online, so creating IMI account. Now for that, all you have to do basically is first thing first, do your medical for your parents if they're over 50. It's general rule of thumb that that they will immigration will ask for medical, so it's better to actually book in the medical well in advance. So that means your parents overseas are well prepared, and they can do the medical test in their own time, and make sure that you have plenty of time. So you can actually do that online via IMI account. As I said, you can just create a HAP ID, the health declaration. So once you do a health declaration for your parents, book in your health appointment. Obviously they are all certified health panel, depending what country, but especially in Nepal, they are classified in Department of Immigration website, so you can check out like where are they available and stuff like that, and you can make a booking via phone and go there and do your health examination. So once your parents does your health examination, it reflects on your account. You can double check whether or not that has their health medical certificate has been submitted with the Department of Immigration. So now you have completed your health with creating a HEP ID. It wouldn't hurt to double check in IMI account. Then after that, go through your visa application process. So it's pretty straightforward. The application that you do it online or paper based, doesn't matter. It's pretty straightforward. You basically have to declare your the relationship, obviously your family tree relationship, if you just show if it's your parents or your older brother or anyone like that, if they're visiting Australia. You just have to make sure that you have a relationship certificate to justify your relationship. Now there has been a particularly big issue about genuine temporary entrant for your brother or your siblings if they in an age bracket where they're a little bit young, working couple or working sort of age group. It's particularly hard because it's kind of challenging to satisfy immigration that they are genuine temporary entrant, that they're only here for visiting your friends and family or for their holidays, and they will go back home. So that will be a little bit hard. So be careful when you lodge your visitor visa for your siblings they live overseas. It's pretty much nowadays it's kind of impossible to actually include your brother and sister in the tourist visa application. But if you have done your paper stuff correctly, if you have all the evidence that shows the genuineness of this person coming to Australia and they are only here for temporary purpose and they will go back to Nepal or they will go back to their own country, that should be generally do the trick, and they should be able to get the tourist visa as well. Now if you have, these are the little bit challenging visa, so I would highly recommend to come and see the professional for your siblings. But your parents, they're usually a lot easier than any other tourist visa. Okay, so the main requirement is the health insurance. So make sure that they have health insurance when they come here, because sometimes we do say, yep, no worries, we have health insurance, but when the parents come to Australia, a lot of applicants, they forget to buy private medical health cover for their parents. So this is very important. The day they land in Australia, they should be covered by private medical health cover. Otherwise, if they're on tourist visa and if they don't have a medical health cover, and if they have any medical emergency, you're forking out a lot of money from your pocket. So I'm talking about $25 to $3,000 per night in hospital. So just be careful about that, okay? The other key component is sometimes the visa comes with a condition, no further stay. So watch out for 8503 visa condition. If they come in tourist visa, if their parents comes in tourist visa, and if they have 8503 visa condition, they can't apply for any other visa unless they have a compelling compassionate situation. Now, for minister to be satisfied, they have a compelling and compassionate situation. The situation has to be really serious. So if they're just staying back for someone's ceremony, someone's getting married, or someone's getting some sort of private function, well, this kind of function is not categorized as a compelling and compassionate situation. So please do not apply another visa whilst your parents have 8503 visa condition. Now, generally, parents visa from Nepal, these days they don't come with 8503 visa condition. So that means if you like to apply for any other visa, they can apply for another substantive visa. Okay, so that's another good point. So as a parents, we talked about obviously they're in an older demographic, older age group. But if you have your friends or family, they're in a sort of younger age group, they're visiting Australia. Now, from 1st of July, if they don't have 8503 visa condition, they can also apply student visa whilst they're in tourist visa. Okay, that's another fantastic news for those ones who want to just come and try Australia, visit Australia. And while they're visiting Australia, if they like the education provider here or the system over here, and they wanted to settle here as a student, now there's a flexibility after 1st of July, so you can do that as well. Now, what's the obligation as a tourist visa? Obviously, you can't work. There's no work rights on tourist visa. You can only study, well, pretty much you can't study more than 3 months. So you can only choose like a short course and stuff like that. Now, if your family is sponsoring, you'll need to meet the same obligation as someone who is granted this visa in the sponsor family stream. So that sponsor family stream is a little bit tricky. So what I will do is I'll talk about this in our next video. But yeah, as I said, I mean, there are obligation as a tourist, so you need to look at a visa condition and you need to find out what does this visa let you do. Okay, so next thing is, if you have applied your visa and you still haven't got any response, there's no point sitting on the phone with immigration for hours and hours trying to find out the update of the visa. You can simply email them. It's evisa.visitors.helpdesk@border.gov.au. so that's one email address. Another one you can use it is onshore.visitor.online@border.gov.au. okay, so that's another email address you can use to check the update on a visa application, because as you know, the hotline, the number when you call Department of Immigration is basically it's swamped with calls, so you'll be waiting there 45 to 1 hour minimum. So that saves you some time with these particular tips. So a common myth about a lot of people, they look at their parents' visa or tourist visa and they say the things that you need to be careful of is for until period. So there's a section, it says for until period. So if it says 6 months, they're only allowed in the country for 6 months. If it says 3 months, they're only allowed for 3 months. Otherwise, they have to leave the country. So watch out for and until section. That will clearly define you. If you have actually applied for 3 months visa for your parents and Department of Immigration has allowed them 12 months, but they have put the condition for and until 3 months. So that means after 3 months, they have to leave the country and they can come back again. Okay. But if you have applied for 12 months and it says for and until 12 months, so visa might be valid for another 2 years or 3 years or 5 years, doesn't matter. But just for that condition for until 12 months, that means they're only allowed to stay in the country for 12 months. So look out for those little tiny messages on the visa grant papers. Now, if you do have any questions, you can obviously call us and find out about some common language that immigration use under certain visa subclasses. Now, that's it for today. Now, if you do have any questions about visitor visa, please give us a call. We're located at 99 York Street, so Suite 4, Level 9. You can also find us in website www.provisa.com.au, or you can drop us a line in our Facebook page, which is Professional Visa and Education Services. Once again, my name is Nish. I'll come back next week with more exciting news and update about different visas and classes, and if there's any changes or update in immigration or visa sort of related issues, I will definitely come back next week. Until then, see you later. Bye bye.